Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. And I want to talk to you about pens today because I have an awful lot of them and I want to talk about the ones that I love using in my Tomoe River Sanzen planners. So I now have 1, 2, 3 that I use on the regular, which are my Wonderland 222s and my Hobonichi Hon. My 2 Hobonichi Weeks are still in the old paper, but I still like using these pens as well. But specifically, this is for the Sanzen paper because I've heard that some people are struggling with that paper. I'm just going to use an old one of the Wonderland books. This is my sort of research and development book. So this is the Sanzen paper. Things that I've noticed that are a bit different. It is very soft, I think. I think it's got a really soft texture. The old paper was a bit rougher. It wasn't as shiny. This has got like a sheen to it. It's almost got like a coating. I did notice when I was doing my pen tests, I don't think I did them in here, that some of them were bleeding, which was quite frustrating. Or some of my Ohuhu markers, I'll link that video down below actually. But I thought I would show you the pens that I absolutely love, that I think work really well. So first of all, I think I need to mention this because this is not just this pen. It's any fountain pen, right? Especially extra fine nibs. So we'll write on this side because it's probably a bit easier. So I'm just using this one, which is I can't remember what brand this is. What brand is this? I can't remember, but I got it from Cute Stickers Only. If I remember, I'll link it below because they're really not expensive. Anyway, so I got this pen. Do you know what? That's really annoying me. Let's just get a clip for this. Here we go. So that it's not, that's better. So I got this pen. I like the extra fine nibs. I don't think they're that fine. I think they're about 0.5 if we're going to be pedantic, but I think any fountain pen works on this paper. And ink fountain pen, any. I will say I do actually have thicker fountain pens. Let's just get this one. This one's quite thick. If it's going to work or not. Let's just try this one. So is it going to work? Has it got any ink? Nope, hasn't got any ink. That's good. Anyway, thicker fountain pens do also work, but I just think they're too thick. They don't bleed or anything though. They do take a little while to dry. So if you are looking to use the fountain pen, just be mindful they're going to dry and take a little bit longer to dry. So you will get some smudging. Well, you haven't now because, well, a little bit, look, my finger. So it's not too bad. It's not smudging, is it? That's probably from that pen. Okay, so the pen that I use the most and I absolutely love, and I will talk about this every single day, is the Uniball 1 pen. This is a black ink pen. It's 0.38. I use this in my planner all the time. This is the blackest ink and it dries so quickly. So if I just put the Uniball 1 pen, 0.38, it's so perfect to me. That is, I don't know if I've used it in here actually, so a quick look, probably, yeah, I've used it here. You can see where I think it's so black. I think it just works really nicely. Now I've only just written that and left it for a couple of seconds. Look, nothing, it's not coming off. I've got ink on my finger. It's probably the worst thing to do. There you go. Nothing on my, I just love it. It just stays so nice. It writes so smooth. It's not scratchy at all. But similarly, this is also a Uniball one, but this is a 0.5. Now I use this for headers or if I want to write anything that I want to stand out. So this is, look how much thicker this is and look how black it is. Look at it. It's so black. This ink is incredible. Look how black that ink is, even compared to that fountain pen. Can you see the difference? That almost looks grey. Love that. If I want to write anything at all in black, and I just want to write it quickly. I do tend to pick my Hobonichi Techo pens up. This is the 2023 one. The new ones are like a greeny colour, but I honestly couldn't tell you where they've all gone because they seem to go walkies and I don't know why. But this is the Uniball Jetstream pen. I think it's a ballpoint rather than a gel. Am I right? So the Hobonichi, you can see the colours so different. That almost looks green, that almost looks red. That is like jet black. So Hobonichi, Uniball. And this is also 0.38, I believe. But it feels a lot thinner than that. I think it's just the colour. And then I've also got 3 colours though. If I need it, I've got it. But I know it's going to work and it just doesn't go, look, anywhere. Again, nothing on my finger. So it's a good one. It does dry really quickly. So if you're looking for one that dries quick, if you want a fine pen, then that's a really good one. And they're the ones that I will normally write with. So that's it. They're the only ones that I have been using in my Hobonichis or any Tomoe River paper. I do have the Sarasa Nanos from Zebra. This is in a mustardy colour, so just ignore that. These are quite nice, but I feel like they're these are 0.3 as well. So these are the, what's it, Sarasa Nano. Yeah. They're quite nice, but they feel a bit scratchy, and this is in like a mustard. I've got it in a grey as well. I've got some nice colours. So it says 0.3. It is quite thin. It does write nicely though. If you wanted to write small, you're going to do well on the Sarasa Nanos. And then if I want to make headers or anything where I want to use a brush tip, but I still want it to be quite fine, I do use the Fudenosuke, and this is from Tombow. This is the harder tip. Now, I've got 2 new ones I've not opened yet because I don't want to open them yet. These are still okay. So this is the Tombow. So you can still get like quite small with it. If you do like headers or whatever you want to with it. So this is the Tombow. So it's the have I written that? Yeah, Fudenosuke. You're going to get a nice black. It's going to be a bit thicker, but I also do write with it this way. And you get a thinner line if you just write with the tip. But it's still good if you just want things to stand out, or if you want to draw something. I do use this for doodles a lot, actually. It really works. I do also use it for my lettering challenge, so it's a great one for that. But it's a nice pen on the paper, and again, it dries so quick, so it's nice. Ones that don't dry so quick, but actually they are good, so I will talk about these. Okay, the first one I'm going to talk about is the mild liners. Now, this is the brush pen. I prefer this to the actual chisel nib. So these are more like the, look how nice that comes out. The chisel nib, I'll just show you. It sort of gathers, it pulls. You'll see when I do this. Look, there's like a bit of pulling at the end. The brush nibs, so good. These are very, very similar to the Tombows. If you're looking maybe for a different alternative to the Tombows, these do really well. For lettering, these are really good as well. So if I just put that, you'll see in a minute what I mean, but this is quite wet. I'm just thinking that might go through because it does sometimes. Yeah, look, that's bled. It's because it's a bit wet. It's because I'm pressing down too hard. So one thing that I've noticed with the Sanzen paper is if you press too hard and it's too wet, it will bleed. And I know a lot of people have found that, look. And that has upset a lot of people. But I don't use them to do this per se. I do more, you know, highlighting with the mild liners. And then the Tombows never bleed. I've never had an issue. So this is a Tombow. I chose the lightest one. That wasn't good, was it? But they're so thick. Can you see what I mean? They're just too thick. I want something a little bit less thick. That doesn't bleed. I don't believe. Hold on. Yeah, see, look, not. It was wet, but it just doesn't come through. But then this is a lighter colour. I probably should have chosen a darker colour. I like Tombows just for, you know, lining and highlighting. They're really good. I just find them really useful. Another one that I thought was really good was this Pentel Brush Sign Pen Twin. These are also really good. I got this from Rowan Berry box. These are a bit stiffer. So what was it? Pentel. So it's a pen. Is it Pentel? No, Pentel. So this is a brush pen again for highlighting. It's really good. Also has this end, which is more of a felt tip. It's not very good. I don't like it. I don't like that end at all, actually. It's horrible. Hey, is that like a brush felt tip? Oh, it is. Okay. Okay, not so bad then. Okay, ignore me. It's more like the Fudenosuke one. Okay. Yeah, it even says it there. Look. Oh, for goodness sake, Leah. I do like them, though. I do like them for... I've only got 2. But I would definitely think about investing in them. I want to have a look at those. This is an interesting end, actually. I didn't notice that. Anyway, next to the Sailor Shikiori, and these are so they've got a brush and they've got a fine. These are great. I think these would be my favourite pen. Problem is, they do not have any light colours. They all seem to be like dark colours. So this is, what's it, the Sailor. Look how nice that is. Oh, I just love it. I love that. So nice. It comes out so nice every time. I don't... Now, this isn't one of those. This is just a fine line. So, what is it? Sailor Shikiori. There you go. It's just a very fine pen. It's just a felt tip, though. I don't really know who would be using it for... I don't know. I probably don't use that end so much. I would definitely use that one. I have 4 of these. They're not the cheapest pen, but I have to say they're really, really good. And they don't bleed whatsoever. I just think they're really... Oh, that Pentel one did, look. It came through. That's a shame. The Sailor one is really, really good. So I just wanted to show you some. This is a dupe for the Tombow. It's the Amazon Basic set. And actually... I use these a lot. They're not as good. I don't think they've got the same, they've got more of a flexible tip. So they haven't got the same tip as the other one. All of these have dried, by the way. But this is the Amazon Basic. And they're okay. That's me with the paper. Look, you can see it's not as good. I don't think it's as good. But they're good for, again, for lining and stuff like that. So they're not terrible. They do have a thin felt tip. If you were somebody who liked to colour in things, this is actually a really good pen. If you were doing colouring in or adult colouring or something, it's a really good pen. But we're talking about this paper. So let's have a quick look. Yeah, that hasn't come through, hasn't bled at all, look. That's good. I've noticed they don't bleed so much. So when it comes to the Sanzen paper, I definitely would recommend any fountain pen. The Uniball 1 pens are Chef's Kiss. The Hobonichi Uniball Jetstream, which has been, you know, tried and tested on the papers that they use. This is last year's, so it won't go through. It's a ball pen. The Sarasa Nanos are really good. The Tombow Fudenosuke, again, is good. Everything goes on this, but we've got some bleed through on the mild liner and the Pentel one. Nothing on the Tombow, but then it is a light colour. The Sailor Shikiori one is a dark colour. It does not come through. And then the Amazon one doesn't either. Pens are really hard to find the good ones on here. Like, for example, if we use one of these, okay, this is a really fine pen. I'll just do it, so this is just an example, right? This will take forever to dry and it will smudge. So I'm going to leave it for about as long as I left the Uniball one and you'll see what I mean. So that was just a normal gel pen. I don't use them anymore because I used to use them in my journals, in my thicker journals. Right, look, smudged. So I would not recommend a gel pen like that. I've also got things like, these felt tips. So felt tip. Again, I'll leave it for a few seconds so you can see that I've left it for a good amount of time before I actually use it. And then you've got things like these Z grip. I don't know if anybody remembers these. These are just ballpoint pens. Oh, they're horrible to write on. Ballpoint. Oh my God. No. Don't like those. That feels so weird. Ballpoint. I mean, that isn't smudging anywhere. And then that one, no, that's not smudging. So that's good. At least the felt tip doesn't smudge. So if you're looking for pens to use in the Sanzen paper, then I would recommend the following ones. These are my favourite, the Uniball one. I have got, actually, another pen, but it's not my favourite. That's why I wanted to show you it. This is Sarasa Mark-On. So this dries very quickly. Let me just show you something. Oh, it's so scratchy. Instantly dries. Instantly. If you're a left-hander, this is the pen to get. Sarasa Mark-On. If you're a left-hander. But look how it's not as dark. Not as black. It's just shy of that. That's so black. And it goes nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. I love this pen for that reason. But it's 0.4, so it's not quite 0.38. It's 0.02, I know. But it's a bit scratchy for me. That's much smoother. And it doesn't take long to dry either. That one really is quick. You saw how quick it was. So left-handers, maybe this is better for you. It's not going to smudge on this paper. I hope that's helped. I have got lots and lots and lots and lots of pens, like loads of pens. But these are the ones that I use on this paper specifically. And I just wanted to show you the things that are happening with that paper, with the pens that you used to use on the other ones. Look at it bleed through. Look. I don't get feathering. I heard somebody got feathering and I can't see any feathering there on any of them. Maybe, I mean, if I was being really, really picky, I would say the Tombow Fudenosuke one does have a tiny bit, maybe on some of the letters, like that D maybe, and a little bit the O maybe, a little tiny bit of feathering, but honestly, it doesn't happen often at all. None of the others I can see it, not one of them feathers. So I find that really odd that it's happened to some people. I wonder if there's different qualities of Sanzen. Let me know what you think of the paper. If you love it, tell me. If you hate it, tell me. Have you noticed a big difference in the Sanzen paper? Tell me. I want to know. And what are your favourite pens? Am I missing out on a pen? Because if I am, I'll be sad. I have that many, but I would love to know what pens I should be using. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you have enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It would really make my day. I hope you're having a good day and I will see you in my next video. Bye.